Alright, fifth drop. From the writings he found at Ichiru Manor, Ren learns of a folklorist who lived at Mount Hikami. Ren sets out to the unfathomable... Oh god, this word. Unfathomable... Man, this word, I don't know why, but reading it out loud has always helped me. Ren sets out to the unfathomable forest to see if the rumors of a disappearing house are true. Played most Resident Evils, though I don't really know if they count as horror. I'd say the earlier ones definitely do. So we do have some film actually. How many? We have decent. Oh no, we don't have that many points right now, but we should probably get a lot of ammo. Ammo is really low. I'd say like Resident Evil 1 through like 3 slash Code Veronica are definitely in 4, and like the beginning of 4 even. Personally, actually we have enough points to mess around with. So, oh yeah, we need some wetness taken care of there. But definitely lots and lots of film, I think. Cannot fuck around with that. Although I would love to get an upgrade, but I'm spending so much on him. Gonna lose, yeah. Gonna try and not use up too much of that, but alright. I forget if you had been around for the last time. I don't think you had been around for the last time I streamed this, which had a very long level. And we're kind of retracing the steps a bit here. Fifth drop, the Veiled House, Hojoren. In the course of their investigation, Den and Rui learn of Watarai Keiji, a folklorist who settled on Mount Hikami. His writings are certain to be a treasure trove of information about the mountain and its particular folklore. Den and Rui happen across a videotape that may just indicate the way to Watarai's residence. I think Resident Evil says only was genuinely scary. Gotcha. I found Resident Evil like 1, like the remake of that game, pretty scary. Like, I streamed the beating of that game and didn't continue with it. I've seen that whole game through, too. Like, a playthrough, and I played through half of it. Fuyuhi took her own life, and Nui attempted suicide. The ghost of a shrine maiden appeared on both occasions. Yuri spoke of a black box that she found Haruka trapped in. Does the key to all these events lie in the mountain's deep past? A folklorist, Keiji Watara, used to live there. His notes may shed some light on this mystery. The videotape Rui found is on the desk. It seems to be related to that folklorist. I should take a look at it. Oh, I just remembered something that actually we should reset our follower goal did not update, and all right. Oops. Oh wait. That's right. 15. Done. There we go. Of course, massive thanks to Hayasan for following. And we're gonna have a multiplayer training for Knights of Honor 2, and then tomorrow I'm gonna start a random. It's actually gonna be kind of an event. I think I'll start straight up at hopefully at 10 p.m. Eastern, where I roll like a scroll wheel and stuff, and choose who I play as in that game based on how that works out. There's a videotape and some notes on the desk. They seem to be related to Mount Hikami. Oh yeah, Ghost Fish. My wife actually watches like lots of stuff like this, like actual things. She loves ghost stuff.
前に来た時はなかったと思うんだけど。お邪魔します。中に入ってみたいと思います。人は住んでいないようです。
But yeah, I'm expecting this mission to be kind of stupid length because I'm gonna try and get like so many items to be able to survive everything. That phone didn't want this. Oh boy.
怖いから触りません。
Why do you have to go to the haunted house, dude? Hako. A box. Fatal Frame 2 was pretty scary, but also had the right level, I think, of difficulty as well, of course. One and 3 were pretty. Oh shit! Yeah, this guy's not seeing that ghost footage.
今なんか音がした。
I'm like,
本がいっぱいあります。
I don't remember how this
こんな本です。難しそう。
I don't remember how this ends for this poor sap, but not good for sure. I don't know if you like have watched a bunch of J horror stuff, but this series definitely is big on like
橋を登ります。
kind of like more of a, I think, a Ju-on take on things. A lot of their like kind of Japanese TV horror tropes and things, like Ju-on being
こん
originally
な
a
風に
TV
なってます。
movie. Oh, the attic is never good, dude. That actually got me. Wow, that actually did get me. Its report in Rui's handwriting along with commentary in the video. The diary found that the old and mentioned a folklorist who lived in Mount Hikami. I have found more information on him, including his name, in books on the occult. The folklorist Keiji Wataru Keiji went to the mountain due to his obsession with the mysteries of the sect living there. He then went missing, as mentioned in the diary, and rumors about what happened to him abound. They say that he didn't just die or go missing, but rather he stumbled on something the mountain wanted kept hidden, and so his entire house was swallowed by the mist. This is the origin of one of Mount Hikami's more recent stories of a haunted house. While the veracity of this is unclear, I looked into a videotape left behind by someone who stumbled across the house. The video is apparently famous in occult circles. I contacted the publisher and received the following response. Dear Kagemiya Rui, thank you for contacting us. The video you're looking for is no longer in print, but there are some copies in a warehouse. This video prompted a huge amount of feedback from customers. The tape was found near a river on Mount Hikami. It is unknown who filled it. There were many sections too damaged by water to be usable, and so we took what was left and edited it together. The master copy of the video was confiscated by the police. They conducted a search of the mountain, but were unable to find who shot the film or even the house's location. Now that entering the unfathomable forest is prohibited, we advise you not to look into this on your own. Kakimoto Koji, Suigensha Film Division. I believe the building visible at the start of the video is the Shrine of Dolls. After that, we see what seems to be a cave, but it's hard to make anything out. From the large number of books seen in the house, it's likely that it is really the former home of Wataru Keiji. We have a phone ringing, of course, but there's also, I swear to God, there was something else in this room. But, or maybe it was on the sofa? Wasn't there another thing happening? Or maybe I missed it? I don't know. I'm trying to get everything I missed. Take.
北条です。
榊か。最近連絡がつかないからどうしたのかと思った。なあ、この前
結婚するんだ。
結婚？お前が？
あ
随分急な話だな。おめでとう。それで相手は？俺が知ってる人。
あ、写真を見た時から。
Whoa. The Veiled House. From the Shrine of Dolls into a cave. This may be the same route Yuri took. I should start by going there. Oh yeah, I just remembered that. I don't know why, but this game is not currently on sale. Even though there's a Steam end of the year sale. And this game goes on sale every once in a while too, so that's kind of a pain. Like, I got this game for like 20 bucks or less, and it's not on sale, so it's like 40. But this is I think a pretty good horror game, and it's easier to play than the other ones. Some things are annoying about it. But Force Fail Frame 4 coming out in March. The remake of it, I should say. What? There's an item. There we go. Pick up. Rui's Journal 2. These look like notes of Rui's. Maybe she dropped them. I wonder if it's okay to read this. No, let's just, fucking read all their shit. Mr. Hojo often cries out in his sleep. He won't tell me much, but he seems like he has a recurring dream about a ceremony from his childhood. As a young boy, Mr. Hojo said he spent a summer with relatives at the base of Mount Kagiroi. He's mentioned playing in an old house and in a shrine on the mountain in some kind of festival he went to. Mr. Hojo doesn't talk about his past much, so what he has told me I remember clearly. Is he dreaming of that ceremony? I went to festivals as a child, but all I remember is having a good time. It doesn't sound like the festival Mr. Hojo dreams about is any fun. He often cries, "Don't look at me," in his sleep. He's always had a hard time with people staring at him. He especially dislikes it when women look at him for too long. He won't even look Miss Kurosawa or Ms. Kosakata in the eyes sometimes. He doesn't have that issue with me, though. Are the women he's dreaming about really that frightening? So it seems like I have the outfit of what's the K from Fatal Frame 3 on. It seems like guys in this series are like kind of weaker than girls, and we're gonna see that on display today as we do a pretty long, hard mission. Maybe I'll also find out some more about that post-mortem photograph. Oh, it actually did skip us ahead to this far at least. Sakaki-san, look for way into the cave.
弔い写真を探していた方ですよね。行方がわからなくなった。生きていることが分かってほっとしました。
He's still alive. So, I don't think I can upgrade this guy's camera, unfortunately. Enhancements. Yeah, I spent so much on consumables because I'm afraid of actually being able to finish this mission. But, so, this whole area back here, like they skipped past this for us. Like, I'm not totally sure if I should go back here and check it out. But, hey, completionist. Let's check out the Shrine of Dolls. Okay. That's kind of merciful. Also, do we have the right film set? Now we do. He has his own mechanics compared to, Alright. Wow. Thank you, game. This is not going to be nearly as long of a mission as I thought it was. I mean, pretty long, but we have a lot of steps to go through here. Check. Countless dolls are lined up around the shrine. Maybe the shrine used dolls in its ceremonies. I will mention, they look like they've been out here for quite some time, exposed to the elements. I have streamed and played undubbed versions of the first 3 games. So if you're interested at some point playing those, which you could just go out and emulate, I can set you up. Like, they are very cool PS2 era horror games. And I found some settings for them to make them look pretty nice now. Alright. wonder how... Nothing... I feel like there was only, like, items there at the beginning of the game. But I can actually mostly remember the layout of this place. Whoops. I didn't mean to go this... Okay, I guess this was the way that I'm... Uh-oh. Kochi, come over here. I always like to try to find all the side shit before I go on the main path. But, I think this is where we start playing hide and seek. Uh-oh.
話しかけないで。私、今死んでるんだから。
She's saying I'm dead right now, so I shouldn't talk to the living.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃんはお姉ちゃん。
私は
嘘つき。
That's actually a bad translation.
私は
It's kind of totally androgynous, and we don't know if Rui is a guy or a girl.
遊ぼう。
All Rui said was watashi, like me.
いえ、あなた自身が人形になるの。
Uh-oh. Also, Dewey is like can't see anything, like any supernatural stuff for the most part, and I'll just continue saying she, but she keeps on disappearing or being attacked with something throughout the game. So I don't even know why the hell. Well, I don't know why I'm jumpier today than usual. But and I've already played this game too. What was that? Rui, where did you go? Check. Alright, so we have to find Rui's somewhere in this house. Open. But yeah, alright, we're gonna go downstairs and hopefully not regret that. Definitely there's gonna be something down here to attack us, but there could be an item or two as well. Like, I'm pretty sure I remember where the actual objective is. Uh-oh. Something just fell. Oh, it's gonna be the other side of this, isn't it? Oh. Jumped a little bit. So this is actually the most jumpy thing for me because the hands can come out and grab you whenever you pick up like any item in the game, which sucks. Load. Don't jump out at me. Jump. Speaking of Resident Evil, I just watched the Legendary Frog, like Flash parodies of Resident Evil again recently. Still pretty funny. Shrine of Dolls Tool. There's a soiled notebook lying in the hallway, maybe belonged to a priest who lived here. As children are playing, sometimes I wake up at night feeling their presence. The following morning, dolls that I know I've put away have moved someplace else. The more this happens, the more clearly I hear the sounds of playing, and the more often I have dreams where I am there among the children playing with them. I can't make out the children clearly, but I think my late daughter is one of them. Last night it felt like I was being watched. I woke to find a white-haired girl staring at me. She said, "Don't worry, your daughter is playing with the doll you fixed." After that, she disappeared. Those eyes, it's like she could see everything. She even seemed to answer the very question that was on my mind. Please don't have anything that jumps out. But that is likely an item I did not get last time I came here. Like with my first playthrough. But yeah, we're hunting down a folklorist. Folklorists show up in every one of these games. Kind of went all the way down. Oh, we can open this. Okay. Pretty sure this may be a shortcut to where our objective is. We go. Yeah, I think he's in this small room up here. Shrine of Dolls. But unless it's back here. But yeah, I have to get all the items, of course. Oh, we have creepy dolls hanging. Oh boy. That's pretty freaky to hear. Healing item. I don't think there's anything this way. Nope, we don't want to go that way. Oh man, this is spooky as shit. It'd be nice if like nothing actually attacks us here, we're just literally hunting it down. Like honestly, I used a guide when I played this game the first time and I just ran straight to the objective and then moved on. Alright, where the hell are we going here? Because we kind of went through a funny direction and came out on the opposite side. Wait, I thought there was something popped up. Check. Many dolls lined up. Hello? Oh, something's over here. Oh shit! First time I got caught. I think that's the first time I got caught by a normal one of those. I didn't know it could happen from there. Holy fuck. Those are the worst. Herbal medicine 1, healing. Lord. Oh. Okay. What else do we have to go through? Would have been cool to have Hyasan seen this part of the stream too, because like he has heard of this game series, which I think is bigger in Japan than in the States. I mean, the naming problems are part of it. Like it's called Fatal Frame only in America. Shrine of Dolls 4. I don't think we got 3. Today's dream was stifling. It was night, and several men carrying burning flames spent a long time exploring the area underneath the main shrine. They carried a large reliquary underground, burying it where no one would ever find it. That white-haired girl was sleeping inside the box. She was waiting for someone, but it wasn't me. I didn't have what she wanted. At least I felt like I didn't. I remember feeling so incredibly sad when I woke up. I hate when I'm like, did I skip that thing, or am I not meant to get that yet? Wait, have I gone in that room? The storeroom? I don't think so. But I could see something popping up in this room. But yeah, no combat yet, which is kind of surprising. Of course, I took a really unique route through this house so far. Which, I don't know, maybe I was supposed to. But... oh boy. Kochida? Ishon, come over here together. That creepy as all hell. There's something around here. Oh wait. Ah. Shit. Okay, that's where I had to find 3 of these kids, so yeah. Also, that sucks that we have lost some health from that. Could have dodged that apparently. So yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's 3 kids we have to hunt down. One thing is, once you have a map, that kinda... come on. Why are you running so slow? Water. I think there might be a side quest to hunt down the 3 kids. Like, I know that you need to get Rui to get out of here. And I'm pretty sure I know where Rui is. But yeah, I'm not sure about buying the rest of the stuff. Let's see. Oh, there's a room over here. Oh, this has got to be... We've already been through here. Yeah, so these spots over here have to be related to where we're going. Or to our objective. Oh, yep. Come on, no hand, no hand, no hand. Nothing useful in here? Damn. Yeah, so this door straight ahead of us definitely has something. Either that or the other room. Oh, check. Yeah, here we go. Somewhere in here. Where are you, little shit? Well, this one doesn't attack me, apparently. Still claimed there was something else here. I guess not. Interesting you mentioned RE7 as scary. Well, that RE7 does look quite scary. And of course, I have not played it. I think that's the one that, like, that style of horror just, like, is, like, totally impossible for me, I feel like. So, I might play the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes at some point, which kind of plays similarly. Alright, so I think we've gone through every room except for, we hadn't gone through that room with the workshop. Or that door over there, but, like, I forget how many of these damn kids, like, usually it's 3, and we found 2 of them. But then, of course, what do we have to find to, like, is this third one actually Rui, or what? Yep, this is the way. Sucks to take damage, though. Like, there's a lot of enemies that it feels like it basically one-shots you, so, or almost one-shots you, so this little, like, less health here seems really dangerous on this mode. I don't know how you feel about freaky dolls, but this series has a lot of freaky dolls. Also, wait a minute. Can we... Yeah, I think we've gone literally through everything, unless I missed something downstairs. There's Rui.
Rui.
Yeah, I don't know what the point was to find the other ones.
来てくれたんですね。
大丈夫か？
はい。
Alright. Have to find a way to the Veiled House. Alright, look for a way into the cave. I'm not sure, there may be a fight before we do that. But yeah. Or fight, yeah, fight on the... Oh, hi. Oh, fuck. I pressed the wrong button. Pretty sure I pressed, like, the fail from 1 button, or 2, one of those games. Oh. Ooh, you scared the shit out of me for a second there. Oh, hey, we can open this. Come on. Nothing useful in there. Kind of annoyed that I didn't get that, kid, like, Pokemon Snap right there. Also, there's nothing. Oh, hi. Missed that one, too. Shit. Oh, no. Hi. Buddy? Sir? 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 Hi. Oh dear. I don't even know how I would get my... Oh, that's the thing I need to hit, don't I? This box. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh, buddy. Wow, it's right in front of us. So much damage. And we used his power-up thing there to get some more damage. That was pretty good for damage right there. We need to use an item. Oof. We're so close to dealing a bunch of damage to this guy. Can I get him? Can we touch you? Can we touch you? Nice. Oof. Not as much. That was actually more film than I wanted to use on him. Also took damage too, which was not good. But yeah, the shit has got real. I bet you there's a fight before we go into the cave, and I bet you there's a fight in the cave too. If there's a fight Shinigami again, that's gonna suck. Oh, hi.
見つかった。
君はもしかして
The girl from my dreams. Man, this is a good looking game, I feel like.
どうして持ってきてないの？
Did you not bring with you? Oh yeah, the knife.
私の様子が
Foreshadowing. Dun dun dun.
なくしてしまったの。
Did you lose it?
約束したのに。
先生。
Just a second, guys. Just make sure everything is a-okay. Good, we're good, we're good. Alright. Cool. Nothing else in this room. Come on, there can't possibly be any hands right here, right? For way to the abandoned house.
先生。ずっと
Thank you.
待っていたんです。
think Rui's not in the right state of mind right now.
何を言ってる？
いえ
Also a dense anime protagonist going on here.
すみません。でも分かったんです。
俺には分からない。
Which door was the exit from here? So this one? I don't think it's that one.
よすがを持つ人。
There's definitely something on the underground, but mercifully this is not too big of an area, right? Crouch. Well, the rare moments where crouching in this game is not appearing to be bad or creepy. Can we just get through this whole area? I think we do. Like they were merciful with this level, just made it. The door was locked. Camera is obscure, reacting to it. I bet you we still have to fight something though. Oh boy. Yep. Something up with that box, and that's definitely going to be something bad. Oh, is it in here? One of these boxes in here. Certain angle for this box, I think. Let's see. We can check our photos actually. Photographs. Doesn't help us. Where? Collection? No tokens? I don't think this is the one. Where's it? This might be the one actually. Where is this? Oh, there we go. Several reliquaries are submerged in the water. Oh, so it's got the open box behind it. Oh, this is getting freakier and freakier. Could be a separate section. Like I thought there was like a half-open box involved, but there's no like. Oh, that's where we're going eventually. What about the one that's open though? But I think that like it would make a noise if, unless it's over here. Like it could be. It looks like it's facing that area over there. Like it looks like it's that box. But so far we haven't had any ghosts in here, so there is that. Let me double check though. 2 boxes and a slightly opened one. Like, it looks like it should be somewhere over here. Well, let's try backtracking a little bit. The box. Oh, hey. Hi. Hi. Hello. That was good that we got that, but where the hell is it? Hi. There we go. Oh. This is a bad time, maybe. Why are we not able to shoot? Hi, hello? Oh, over here. Hi. Hi. Do we not have... Oh, I must... Maybe we don't have enough... Oh, there we go. I unselected my power-up. Damn. Well. Hi. So the goal is to get, like, the shutter chance, I think, with the little frame. Now we can use it. I think we did get the kill frame for that, unfortunately. Whoops. Oh, are there two of them? I think there might be two of them. Oh, there could be. There are two of them, actually. And I think we may have killed one right now. No. There's two, and this one. Oh, wait. That one's dead. It's on a wall too. Yeah, can't do anything. Oh, that was, yeah. Wow, that was super confusing. But anyway, we killed that one. Now, is there anything new? Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh dear. Holy shit. Damn you. Also, I believe this is... Wait. I think this is, Haruka? Pretty sure she hasn't touched you. Oh shit! That sucks. And suck to suck, man. Alright, we are using better film on you. This is kind of a boss, I think. We still have like a lot to go through. That's the end of her. Can we get that? Can we get that? I don't think we can get that. Damn. That's definitely Haruka, but I think you have to fight both of them later in the game and come back, and then you can finally, like, deal with her. Alright, we have the key. And used up a bunch of ammo. I think that, like... Alright, now we're getting to the real part of the level. But I think you can, hopefully there's a lot of ammo here. But we're definitely getting to a part of the game where... Can we have... Yeah, not really enough points to upgrade his shit. Alright, more Type 61 film. We definitely needed that because the 4D is not really cutting it on a lot of enemies. Like, actually the other, like the 61 is doing pretty good for us. Also, we're about 30 minutes into this level and finally actually, like, getting to the real part of the level. But yeah, whenever we have to fight a Shrine Maiden, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Like, we could barely finish off the first Shrine Maiden in this game. Or in his first level. Alright, oh boy, we're in the Veiled House. Watarai Residence. There's that phone over there. That's not good. There's the staircase. TV's on. Not all freaky. Check the cabinet. Herbal medicine one. Oh. Such beauty. Utsukushi. Murmuring Keiji Watarai. You know, in case we get like have one shot, let's use some healing. I think the horroriness of this is really starting to get to me quite a bit now. I don't think... Can we go in here? Shut by powerful force, okay. What here? Hi. Please be low. Oh, I think this is a low level person. He takes decent damage from level 14. And it wasn't too hard to get. Yeah, so I think we... There we go. That damn phone's ringing now. Folklorist notes 1. There is a peculiar custom in this country. It varies from region to region, but the root is the same. It is mysterious and somehow beautiful. In order to understand it, I travel across the country before settling on this mountain. The beauty of the morning dew, the palpable heartbreak of the sun setting behind the mountain, and the grave and solemn night that envelops it. On the mountain, water itself is revered. But why? To try and understand this, I have made this mountain my home. Alright. Oof. Yeah, I know there's a phone happening right now. But is there anything we can get before we do the phone? Like, can we go through this other door here? Oh hey, here's something. Holy water. Alright, sacred water 1. Oh, hi! I think we can do our thing with her. Takes a lot longer to recharge his power up. Nice. That when you wait till that, you usually use up 1, I think. Oh shit! How did I miss? Did I lose the lock on maybe? Sucks that we took damage, but oh well. Alright, so... Can we go through this door yet? Let's see now. Oh, we have 21 of that film, so... We're not quite desperate at the moment. But yeah, I believe this is all we can do right here for There's a staircase back there, though. Well, I guess we'll go for the phone. Too late. Just don't have anything to fight me. Sakagi?
榊さんですか？これは先生の見ていた写真と同じ。榊。
Exactly the same picture from the photo album. Ghost marriage. So he was lured here by her photo to become the ghost dude. So it says we can go that way now, but what is with the staircase back at the start? Like, does that lead anywhere?
あのビデオと同じ。
ああ。
Yeah, more phone. Oh, wandering kid. Heiji Watarai. Oof. Huh. Can we go through the other part of the first floor, though? What is on the second floor, anyway? Oh, there's another thing in this room, actually. Wait, where are we? Oh, there's a spot over there. Oof. Cabinet. But yeah, something on the first floor also opened up. Oh boy. You know, still reeling from like the one jump scare earlier that got me. Alright, so maybe we can go through this door now? Back staircase. As opposed to the front staircase? Oh, there's also these other rooms here, I guess. Like, it's weird. I don't know. I hate, like, the gaminess of, like, you know, oh, I want to explore everything, versus, like, oh, I want to experience this like a normal person. Alright. Wait, actually, what about... Hallway to staircase, storeroom, archives. I think that, yeah, that's... Oh boy. Whoa, hi. What? Hello? Alright, so yeah, we can kill you, I think. These guys are relatively simple. Of course, if I powered it up more, we would get more damage and everything. Hi. But yeah, this is good for conserving ammo because you don't use it up in the fatal frame, I think. Alright. That's good. That's good. Oof. Back staircase. So where does the back staircase go? shut by a powerful force. The photo is calling to me. Transfix Keiji, what did I? Alright, that's good. Come on, no hand. Folklorist Notes 3. Oh, cool. Postmortem photography. Postmortem photography made its way over from the west along with the spread of the camera. When photography was still rare, images of the deceased helped the surviving family members deal with the grief. The postmortem photographs that still exist in Japan use the same methodology as their Western counterparts, but the significance seemed to differ. Those taken here in the Mount Hikami region especially seem to embody a certain melancholic beauty. I believe these photos were the work of a scientist named Aso Kunihiko. Having researched photos from other areas as well, it seems he was the one behind many of them. His surviving records indicate a determination to use photography to capture the soul. Seeing these strange and captivating photographs, I come to believe he had some degree of success doing so. An old friend of mine used to call cameras lonely boxes. I'm not sure if he meant that the subject appears trapped alone in this dark box when viewed through the viewfinder, or that looking through the viewfinder meant peering out through the dark all alone. At any rate, I find those words have a certain resonance. Okay, so... I think it links up from this side, actually. Please don't have any enemies in here. Whatever was here, I think I missed it. Close notes 4. Whenever I risk ruin. Death on the mountain. The waters of this mountain are beautiful. A large volume of water flows from a lake at the summit, becoming rivers and waterfalls and enveloping the mountain in mist. Water covers everything. It is the source of this mountain's beauty as well as its sense of mystery. According to local tradition, Mount Hikami is where one could die a proper death. It has long been considered a spiritual spot and the subject of much worship, making it a righteous destination for those seeking death. The Mount Hikami sect taught that upon dying, people return to water. Here on the mountain, water is considered the source of the soul. A person's soul is then said to return to water upon death rather than moving on to afterlife. Those ready for death would gather at the mountain and return their lives to the water. Water connects everything. To look at the scenery, I can understand how it has become a spiritual place, a place fit for passing from this world. I'm glad I came here. The people on this mountain have a yearning for death. That is to say, they have a yearning for water and a yearning for nature. Life and death are both connected to water. Cassette 2. So... Oops, kind of lost. Oh boy, Atori Keiji lost in thought. Film is not something we have a lot of right now, so that is something definitely need to be aware of. Can we open this door? Lock is broken. Okay, so we never could go through this, could we? Didn't really check out that corridor over there, but I'm sure it's fine. Oh boy, no hand, no hand, no hand, no. An old notebook. I saw the silhouette of a shrine maiden from within the mist that envelops the mountain. With great care, she made her way slowly up the mountain. Something about her seemed somehow unnatural. I've been told there are no more shrine maidens on the mountain now. Long ago, many maidens were murdered here. Perhaps they return to the water. Would that then imply that they are trapped within the mist? Okay, whew. Let's go for here. Alright, number 5. It is said that human sacrifice was once practiced throughout this region. Rather than returning people to the water upon death, the ritual involved placing so-called pillars and special reliquaries and sending them to the water while still alive. Now this is something that actually kind of sort of happened in Japan. Hitobashira, like human pillars, were used to build castles, and there was like one famous tunnel in Hokkaido. So, like, they're basing stuff on real actual folklore, well, real history too. It was the role of the shrine maidens to become such pillars. They would take on the memories of the dying and thereafter return to water themselves. In doing so, it was believed that the subjects would continue living on as pillars. In Japan, there was once a sect of Buddhist monks who would inter themselves in boxes buried underground for the sake of enlightenment. These monks were said to show they were still alive by ringing bells and chanting. This practice may be related. But what did the maidens who became pillars fear or hope to appease? There are various teachings in Japan about where the afterlife, also known as the netherworld or the hereafter, is located. So all of the Fatal Frame games kind of have a connected folklore, history, everything, which is kind of based on like Japanese ghost stories, plus like, you know, stuff like Ju-on and other like pop culture and stuff. Some teachings say it is above the mountains or across the sea, where others claim it has underground within the very earth itself. Here on the mountain, it is said to lie within the water, implying a close link between water and death. The pillars within the reliquaries would be in a place close to death, but would go on living. Perhaps it was the special reliquaries that allowed them to evade death and continue living frozen in time. So basically, like, once you're in one of these fucking boxes, you just kind of like stay there until you go crazy. It is thought that perpetuating these pillars allowed those close to death to live longer lives. In a sense, it was believed that proximity to death helped develop a resistance to it. Cassette 1. Sensei. Oh boy. What is it, Rui? Yes? Oh, I thought there was something about to happen right now. Wait a minute, check. This kind of reminds me of an area of Fatal Frame 1. Like there was like a kind of a library-esque area. This is the only way we can go, right? Yeah. Okay, I hope we're getting through. Like, these levels are sometimes super long and they're pretty freaky. Oh boy. Although we probably have to go down like the stairs and shit. Why can we not pick this up? Is something about to happen? Why can we not get this? There's an item. Can I get the item, please? It's film too. Like, I need film. Hello? Do we? Do we? Do we? Can we try now? There we go. Alright. More low-level film. Gotcha. Oh boy. Like the last part of the video, that cannot be good. Oh boy. I fucking hate this horror kind of trope. Fuck, shit. Shit. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Notebook. Folklore's Note 6. Mount Hikami seems to have been both revered and feared as a mountain of death where only those prepared to die may enter, and those who visited were never allowed to leave. Visitors to the mountain had to pass through the shrine grove at the foot of the mountain where shrine maidens kept strict watch and allowing only the qualified, that is the dying, to enter. Today, the shrine at this grove has been rebuilt as an inn, whose innkeeper kindly let me borrow records of the time period. So yeah, that inn was originally a shrine at the foot of the mountain. The records from the shrine's final year list one individual who was able to leave the mountain alive, Asa Kunihiko, a relative of Ren. After taking his post-mortem photographs, it seems he was invited to the mountain to photograph the maidens. I have heard his research into the hereafter and allowed him to develop a special camera. If I could see the photos of the Shrine Maidens taken with a special camera, I'm certain I could come closer to unraveling the mysteries of Mount Hikami. When invited to the mountain, it is said he was allowed into a house visited only by a select few individuals. If I were invited to the mountain, would I be able to reach this place too? I truly wish I could. Castle. Mrs. points to the room. This is not a good sight. I should get out of here. Oh boy. I wonder how far down we have to run. Also, who knows if, what the fuck happened to Rui? Oh boy. Can we go through this door? Yeah, so I don't know if there was an item or something I missed over there on that side of it, but probably not worth checking out, because we need to go through the back staircase, of course. Turn right. But yeah, there's going to be something coming after us, I'm sure. Straight? Okay. Oh boy, what's going to come out as we go along? Portal Fatal Frame 2 kind of looks like this too. /3. Yagami Village. Oh boy, this has got to be the bad door. Oh, Rui's here. Fuck. Oh boy. This is Watarai-san. I'd love to get his touch. Oh, shit. Where the hell did he go? Where'd he go? Hi. Alright. So Type 61 is working pretty well currently. You can get extra points by having what's your face in the picture. I don't think didn't quite get it that time, but interesting hits. So he got put into a box too, though. Did we get his touch? Nice. I don't think I ever got his touch before, probably. Here we go. Oh boy. Or maybe I did.
やっとたどり着いた。この家の奥で彼女が私を待っている。早く迎えに行かなくては。
Uh-oh. What's her face? Note line there. What was her name again? I forget. On the way to the summit, I found a photo on a small path lined with spotted lilies. The path seemed to head into the forest, but it has become overgrown and is unpassable. Could it lead to that mansion and only the invited can find? It is different from other post-mortem photographs. I can only describe it as being beautiful. It had a beauty and a sadness unlike the others I've seen. Was she alive? As soon as I thought how beautiful she was, I was bound. I heard whispers of love from the photograph. They were the words of a curse. Love after death. I must go to that place. My heart has been captivated. Cassette 3. Of his memories. I have to get out of here. So we actually are doing pretty good on film this time. Also, oops, not the right button. Do we have We don't have anywhere near enough points right now to upgrade, unfortunately. So I believe we need to go straight. There's a back door. There's definitely gonna be bad shit before we escape, though. Hello? Whoops. Whoops. Ow. This guy is going to be a real dick, so maybe we'll do another one. Wait a minute. I can equip the film from here, can't I? I don't have a great plan for this guy. Man, why did Kurugi have to show up? Please let me not lose this. We had like no damage to this dude. Oh boy. Hi. Maybe power down our shots a bit. Oh boy. Oh boy. We did manage to get it that time, I thought. Oh boy. Hi. Hey. Hi. Ow. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can't see. Oh, fuck you. We need to maybe use a holy water. I guess we will. Alright, we need to get the... Ow, I cannot even really dodge that. Man, I fucking hate this. Every single game in the series, like, has these fucking corridors that suck balls. Oh man. Clearly cannot do very much about this. Alright. Oh shit. Hey, Rock Angel TV, how's it going, dude? Or miss? How's it even going? Have you played this game on Nightmare? Because if so, you might be able to avoid fucking up like the way that I'm doing here, which is pretty bad. But yeah, how's your evening going? Ow. I'm just gonna... Ow, there's like nowhere to dot. Like I just... Oh boy. Lost our chance really to get much done with him. So many items. But yeah, I'm not the best person at this kind of game, and I'm not very good at dealing with this. Whoa. Alright. Interesting. Okay, I kind of am figuring out his pattern a little bit. He's aiming for Dewey now. This could be good for us. Oh. Apologies for the kid in the background screaming a little bit. Alright. Oh boy. So if I could dodge his sword, then I might... Like, this guy definitely takes more strategy than usual. Oh boy. Alright, that was decent. Oh, hi. Dude. Come on, buddy. Trying to back. Come on, lure him into doing his attack. Oh boy, that was not a good hit there. Ow. Seems like you can dodge once, but not really after that. Alright. There's no space over here, dude. Oh dear, he's invisible now, of course. Oh dear. What the? He ran away. Oh, I think. Whoa, Nelly. Alright, so he's now officially run away. Hopefully we can get the hell out of Dodge. Hi. Hey, the tall woman. Please don't attack me, for the love of God. That's good. Oh, Nelly. Alright, so let's turn. Can we go out this exit? We do have some 14 left for any like low B enemies. Alright, now we have to go out the front door. Please let us not have to go down the whole mountain. Like, I feel like we won't, but if we did, that would suck. But yeah, definitely a good idea to bring ammo this time around, for sure. Like, we still have a little bit left. We're kind of wet now. So we're going to have more enemies, theoretically. We can just run straight. At some point, I feel like Saki shows up. Wait, there's a box here. Oh, fuck. Fuck, really? Well, this is not... Oh, actually, yeah, this one kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Oh, boy. Like a warning shot. Did not really do a lot. I feel like this thing is probably going to just dash at me before I have a chance to do anything. Yeah, we have to beat this enemy. Oh boy. This one's just chilling. Best power for that. I think power does knock him back a little bit. Whoa. Just in case. Marble Nelson. We don't have any other good film, right? Oh, fuck. Play on PS2? Hey, Pitlord, how's it going, man? No, this is actually... Well, wait. This is actually a PC game. You can play it on Steam. Fatal Frame 5, Number 0. We died in XCOM. Pit Lord, you were an amazing soldier in XCOM. But hello. But yeah, I have played PS2 once. Gotcha. Yeah. Somehow Tuesdays have not always been the best. If I could just. Oh. Yeah, we unfortunately died, but we were pretty great. Can we touch? Nice. Yeah. We're gonna maybe put the XCOM on hold. Maybe we have a different kind of team game thing come up instead. Fatal 1 also. Gotcha, yeah. I actually streamed Fatal Frame 2 and 3 hopefully this is the end of the mission. Yeah, I played this one first, and then I played 1, and then I streamed Fatal Frame part of 2 and then 3. Your last PS2. Yeah, the PS2 ones are cool for sure. By the way, I'll send you a message on Thursday for to continue the multiplayer game. So hopefully we can continue with that for KOH 2. But yeah, sorry to hear there's not so many KOH 2 people doing stuff right now. Oh no, the mission is not over. Yeah, the PS2 Fatal Frame games were definitely cool. Like I've enjoyed them for sure. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Actually, Pit Lord, if you play it on your computer and emulate it for free, hold that thought. Nice. You can actually get the graphics looking really good for Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3. Where is this leading down? That's just a path, isn't it? Oh hey, there's an item here. The TV with I haven't had a projection TV. So I guess I would say I'm not familiar with it. Gotcha. I think I have had friends who had it. I just never saw it. Fatal Frame 4 is being remade and coming out on PC in March, and this game is out on PC right now, and this game looks quite nice. I enjoy the look of this game, and 4 as well. Please be the end of the level. Den and Dewey set out to find the folklorist's house, relying on clues from a video recording. As they passed through the Shrine of Dolls, the white-haired girl from Ren's dreams appeared. She asked why he didn't bring her token that vanished. Den and Dewey arrived at the Veil House, where they discovered several of Watarai Keiichi's writings of the customs and beliefs surrounding Mount Hikami. They had escaped the house only to see it vanish in a thick veil of mist. Oh, 1 hour, 1 minute, rank A. Holy shit. Holy crap, dude.